Hello and welcome. I'm Hersh Sayta. This is NDTV Profit. We are watching Ask Profit, and with me is Mahima Vachhrajani. We'll have a couple of guests with us shortly on this show. Let's quickly pull up the index and check what's happening there. You're seeing largely the Nifty 50 trading between the red and the green, just a wee bit between the red and the green. A tight band around 100 odd points is where we're trading between. And so a tight range-bound market is what we can call this. Let's quickly pull up the small and mid-cap indices and see where the broader markets are at. And around 0.7% lower on the mid-cap 150 index, the small cap 2 down 0.6%. So clear underperformance in the broader markets. Let's pull up the advanced decline, see what's happening there. And likely in favor of the declines, there you are. 2:1 in favor of the declines, at least on the advanced decline on the NSE. Let's quickly pull up the Nifty 50 counters in focus. A few counters on the back of numbers, of course. Apollo Hospitals up 2.7, 2.8% nearly. And you also have a Hero Moto down 2.5%. So those are the two earnings candidates in focus. But outside of that, just in terms of contributories, you're seeing good positive contribution coming in from TCS, ITC, and Infi. So you're seeing the IT pack in focus, and that's the one sector which is supporting the Nifty 50 in trade today. The Nifty IT up around 1.25%. The top sectoral gainer, at least at the moment, on the within the sectoral basket. You're seeing Nifty Auto, which is flat on the back of the numbers posted by Hero Moto, and Nifty Auto in focus. Nifty FMCG on your screen is the other index in the green, around 1/3% higher as well. Let's pull up the Nifty FMCG index if we can, in terms of constituents, see which ones are really contributing to the stocks. There you go. ITC, Balrampur, Britannia, Dabur. So a flavor of pretty much everything from FMCG to sugar, and that's really ruling the roost in markets today. Let's pull up one sector which is definitely in focus, is the Nifty Metal, now down 1.8%. Can we pull up the constituents? And the new mining announcement that's come through, impacting pretty much all metal counters. Look at NMDC down 5, Hindustan Zinc also down 5. You have the likes of Vedanta down 2+% as well. But the stock in focus today is surely Hero Moto on the back of numbers. We've spoken enough about metals. We'll focus in on Hero Moto. Puneet joins us with the key takeaways and the con call highlights from the Q1 FY25 numbers. Puneet, not looking pretty today.
Yeah, definitely not. But there's just that that big recovery that you are seeing post the con call started at 10:30. The numbers, let's just quickly go through. It was a good inline performance, so to say. The revenue growth was roughly about 16%, while EBITDA grew by roughly 21%. Margins came in at 14.4% versus estimate of 14.8%. That was just the slight miss. While profitability grew 36% at roughly around 1120 odd crores. Now this was supported by the percentage gain was supported by a one-time expense which was there in the same time last year of 159 crores for the company, which was on basis of VRS that the company gave settlements of about 160 odd crores. Now, what's key here is that during the conference call, the stock began with losses of roughly about 4%. But what's important is during the con call, the management was very strong on the launches part. So they said that they've gained market share in the retail space. So Vahan data suggests that they've gained market share coming at roughly 31.1%, and we saw some gains of some rural recovery play also coming in from June itself, and this has been highlighted by TVS as well as Bajaj Auto, that they are seeing rural recovery higher than urban markets, and Hero would be one of the key beneficiaries. Apart from that, they've said that they've already had 3 launches in the premium space with the Harley Davidson as well as the Maverick. They're expecting to have 1 more by the end of the fiscal year. Also on the scooter side, they are looking to launch the 125 and the 160 Zoom scooter. They've already had 1 launch in that space and expecting a couple of more. And in September itself, they are expecting 1 more launch in the bike segment. So that'll be very key to watch out for. Apart from that, EV scooter segment, they did say that some marginal impact, but the VIDA will be PLI compliant this year, the new launches. So overall, business profitability largely in line, but the commentary is what driving the recovery in the stock price today. Back to you.
Thank you so much for breaking that down so comprehensively, Puneet. Well, viewers, just for your reference, you can ask your queries on the numbers flashing on your screen. And today on the Ask Profit, we are joined by Vinit Boyanjkar, Head of Research at Vachhrajani Securities, and Ayush Mehta, Technical Research Analyst at Nirmal Bang. Welcome both of you gentlemen. I think Vinit, I'll come to you first. Your views on Hero MotoCorp.
No, definitely, the company is seeing good traction in terms of volume growth, especially in the entry level segment. But the 200 bips fall in margins is a little discomforting. So that is why we are seeing the losses in the markets. However, I hope that the company will take some action around steadying the EBITDA margins, and we will see some growth come in. But definitely, there will be some more pain left in the stock.
Ayush, coming to you on technicals with regard to Hero, would you be wagering a trade?
Well, talking about Hero MotoCorp, we have seen a sharp selling from the day from days high. That is still from the opening trade. Till the time it is not crossing 52.50, I'm not sure you should take a trade in the stock. Actually, the support zone is at around 4,990. If that is broken, then we'll see more downside on this stock, which can again drive the stock towards 4,875. If anyone wants to take a buy position in that, it should be above 52.40 only.
Right. Okay. Well, the first question is from Ruchika. She's saying that she's holding 50 shares of Apollo Tires at 485 a piece, and she's asking whether to hold or sell. I think Ayush, I'll come to you with this one. What should Ruchika do?
Well, the buying price is 450, right?
485.
485, okay. So Apollo Tire has given a breakdown of 200-day moving average in today's session, and it is continuously taking the resistance of that level, which is at around 483. So I feel you should keep a trading stop loss, which is of today's low, that is 477. If that is broken, then you should definitely exit from the stock.
Sure. The next counter we're talking about is Ola Electric. We have Akash holding 227 shares of Ola Electric, wanting to know whether to hold or sell. Now, of course, ideally this is for Ayush, but because there'll be lack of data, let me take this to Vineet. Vineet, your views with regard to Ola Electric, would you be a holder, say from even a 3-month or a 6-month perspective?
No, definitely we will hold on to it. So we've done some of our own work on this stock. And we believe that the company is well placed to take advantage of the increasing penetration of EV bikes and scooters. So we think that levels of around 100 to 105 is where the your client can look to add positions and hold on to this stock. We are expecting them to double their turnover in the next 2 to 3 years. And even if their market share in the penetration comes down from 40 to 20-25%, they're going to be net beneficiaries of that. So we are quite bullish on this.
Okay, the next query is from Venkat. He's saying that he's holding 3,000 shares of Ujjivan Small Finance Bank at 52 rupees a piece, and he's asking whether he should add or sell. I shall come to you on this one.
We're talking about Ujjivan Small Finance. The charts are looking very weak at the moment, so I would currently recommend to exit from this stock.
Okay, we have Manish Kumar looking for a medium to long-term outlook for ONGC. Vineet, talk to us, prospects from ONGC, plenty of announcements, plenty of moving parts, especially on the fundamental side of things.
So very, very positive data. And we believe that the company is at the cusp of, enhancing its production of barrels per day by a significant amount. It is estimated that you go from 10,000 to 45,000 by the end of this year. So you should see some very positive progress. Also, yesterday when the gas price for the new find was registered at 20% above APM, that's a very, very positive for the stock. So we believe that ONGC offers one of the best places as a safe haven in this confusing markets.
Okay, I think next question is from Rupal. She's asking, metal stocks are falling. Should this be used as a buying opportunity? I think I'll come to both. I'll come to both of you one by one. First, I'll come to you, Ayush. What do you think? How are metal stocks looking like on the charts?
So all the metal stocks are correcting from the day's high. In fact, I would say this month's high. We have seen highs of 180 odd levels in Tata Steel. So approximately 1.5 months back, and now it is currently trading at around 144. Well, the ideal buying zone for Tata Steel stock is at around 128, 125, which is still very far from here. So right now, I don't think so there should be any trade in metals Talking about other metal stock as well, all are showing some sort of correction from the high levels. So we should wait and let the metal sectors get stabilized a little bit. Then we can generate some buy calls on this.
Okay, and Vineet, your view on the metal stocks post the Supreme Court judgment?
I think it's going to bite into the profits of these companies. And, so we should wait on this. It's no hurry. You should wait for inflation data to pick up. Actually, inflation data is coming off. So it is suggesting to you that, the trends are going to be continue to remain negative. So I will be away from this stock for the short term.
Moving on, we have Shikhar from Nellore who's asking that he's holding LIC Housing Finance shares at 813 a piece, and he's asking whether to hold or sell these shares. Ayush, I'll come to you with this one.
The holding is on the higher side. So currently the stock is currently trading around 645, but I think it is trading around this 200-day moving average, and it is currently sideways. So till the time it is not breaking 200-day moving average, which is around 620, one should continue to hold the stock. Definitely there will be signs of reversal here. The RSI is in the oversold zone, and we are seeing some reversal here. So definitely hold it right now.
Okay, let's switch over to Vineet. Vineet, we have Sunita from Kota looking at LTI Mindtree, looking at the long-term outlook. The stock is down nearly 14% on the year-to-date chart, and even probably just about flat on the 12-month chart. What's the sense at this point, IT and specifically LTI Mindtree?
See, the IT stocks over the last quarter have performed very well. My view is a very guarded view on the entire IT sector. So purely as a trading call, you can have a look at it. But as a structural play, if you're looking to be invested for the long term, I would stay avoid from this sector because we are going to see some very, very bad news come creeping in post the second quarter for the US markets. And that does not bode well for the short term for any of the software service companies because there could be significant uncertainties out there. So I would recommend if you're holding for the short term, have a good stop loss in place.
Okay. The next question is from Deshanil Kumar. He wants a view as to from a medium to long term perspective on SJVN. SJVN has already seen quite a significant run up in the past 1 year. So Vineet, I think I'll come to you again for this one.
Definitely, we are very, very positive on SJVN, NHPC, and all the green energy stocks. We see substantial long-term gains coming out here. And as we see data centers becoming power guzzlers and looking for green energy, I think their attention to these stocks will obviously go up. And both these companies are adding significant capacity, so we are buyers of these stocks.
Okay, Vineet, general query. Ritesh from Bengaluru has 1 lakh rupees to invest. Your top picks.
We are looking at Paytm as a strong buy. We think Paytm, the worst is over for the company. It's got its act figured out, and we are looking at to moving up. The other stocks that we like are ONGC, and one more that I would like to add is V2 Retail. So V2 Retail, you can look to buy it on declines.
Vineet, again, I'll stick to you for this one. Kalpana is asking, she's holding 25 shares of Tata Elxsi at 7370 a piece, and she wants to understand what's the outlook for this particular company.
So, my outlook, as I mentioned in the case of LTI Mindtree, does not change out here. You have to be guarded with IT stocks because, we are seeing substantial meltdown happening in the US markets. NASDAQ index is also looking dramatically weak. Our prognosis, I've told you as to how, there could be some uncertainty in the short term if the US economy goes into the doldrums. And hence, my suggestion would be you hold on to this stock with a very tight stop.
And Vineet, apologies, Ayush, we'll come to you shortly, but we've got queries all coming on the fundamental side. Vineet, we have Veena, who's holding 178 shares of Hutco at 320, wants to understand long-term outlook. Now, just in terms of price to book, this one is trading at 3+ times price to book. What's your guidance from a long-term perspective?
So it's a slightly premium price stock, but the affordable housing space is one where we are going to continue to see growth. And to my mind, that works very well for Hutco. So you may hold on to this, and we expect this stock to bounce back sooner than later.
Okay, the next query is from Subha. She's asking that she's holding 100 shares of HDFC Bank and she needs an outlook as to what she should do with that. Ayush, I'll come to you with this one.
We're talking about HDFC Bank. It is consolidating from quite some time now. The biggest support zone is around 1580, so definitely hold it with a stop loss with the support zone of 1580. I feel again we can see levels of 1680 to 1700 in HDFC Bank very soon.
Okay, and Ayush, let me stick with you. We have Harsha holding 231 shares of BHEL at 270 rupees a piece. What should one expect at least on charts before I go across to Vineet for the long-term outlook?
Oh, well, VHEL is currently trading sideways, taking again the support of 100-day moving average, which it has taken thrice earlier. So I think this is going to be a very important support zone. If 285 is broken, then we can see a downside towards 245, say 250 levels as well. But if 285 is sustained, then we can definitely see 305 and 330 on the higher side.
Okay, and Vineet, your long-term outlook on BHEL?
So, they've got great orders on hand, but, immediate profitability, there is no sign of that happening. We've seen momentum run out of that stock, so I would be seeing the stock coming down further from here. 240, 250 are more comfortable levels to buy this stock.
Okay, Ayush, your view on charts. Alpa Mehta from Mumbai holding shares, IRCTC shares at 1010 apiece. Continue to hold, sell. What's your view?
Well, IRCTC is looking weak at the current level. It has broken 200-day moving average, which was an important support zone. So currently, I would recommend to exit from the stock.
All right, completely out of time, gentlemen. Thank you so much for taking out time speaking with us. This has been a quick show, but we've tried to squeeze in many queries. Thanks, viewers, for tuning in. From myself, Mahima, everyone who puts the show together, thanks so much for watching. Of course, if we've missed your queries, apologies. Please do log in tomorrow and we'll try to take them. But thank you for today. More on the other side. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit.